All right, guys, we're here at one of the properties here in West Baltimore. I'm with Joe DiMaggio and Mr. Billy Lohr, manager of Housing Choice Voucher Program. He deals with inspections with Housing Choice Vouchers. And we want to give you a brief, actually we're going to give you a detailed look of what you're looking for as a investor when you're dealing with Section 8 and inspection issues that may arise when you're having a Section 8 inspection on your property. Joe, you want to go into a little details?
Yeah, well, the first thing that comes to my mind is the neighborhood where the property is located and what you may want to look for as far as adjacent properties in the neighborhood, board ups and that kind of thing. Billy, what can you tell us we should look out for on that?
Yeah, under our program, which is called the Housing Quality Standard Program, there's a rule, and it's called Site and Neighborhood Conditions. And basically what happens is, if we have a Section 8 property that we're looking at, if there are properties adjacent to this property, vacant buildings per se, that are wide open, trash and debris, roofs collapsing, things of that nature, we would try to advise this tenant that this would not be a good property to live in because of the adjacent properties. Now, if there are vacant buildings next to our properties, one or two, okay, if these properties are clean, they're boarded, it would not be a problem. So just because they're vacant, it doesn't mean that we would not rent this property, okay, and that's a good point, because people do think that the vacant building would keep you away, but it would not. The number of vacants in a block, also, there's no exact number of the number of vacants, and that's where it can get kind of tricky, but again, what we do it is, more than 50% of the properties that are vacant, that could be a kind of a, say that this block is not a good block, and we would try to keep the tenants away from a block like that. So that's pretty much, well, you know, when it comes to site and neighborhood conditions, what we talk about and what we do as far as inspections.
Yeah, and as an investor anyway, you want to make sure the neighborhood is conducive to be rented in anyway.
Correct.
So if you got a block that has 75, 80% board ups, that may not be a neighborhood that you may want to put your investment property in.
That's correct.
Very good point.
Right.